Happy New Year. I hope everybody is honestly coping the best way that they can. That things are looking brighter some way, shape, or form. And we take our blessings as they should be. I know that this world is really full of so many videos of negativity that this video is probably not going to get very far. I think it'll just break it up into segments. But I've been on MAT on and off for the last solid 15 years. I've been clean off of H for 9 years. And I feel like, and this may be controversial to some, it's not that I've always felt that, especially when you're going to a daily clinic anywhere, to me it's the same thing as going out there and getting your stuff. You're just getting it cheaper and sometimes more of a buzz than you would get from your drug of choice. Now this is for entertainment and educational purposes. My perspective on life in recovery. I started way back in the mid 2000s, late 2000s I should say, mid to late 2000s, but not really understanding that I had been an addict since I was probably 15. The first time I ever had any narcotic pain relievers after I gave birth to my son, and I couldn't understand why I was cleaning house and feeling so much better and everything. But I remember the doctors telling my mom that since I was so young and I got pregnant, that my chemicals and everything would be really messed up, and that after I gave birth and everything, and I should get on some balancers, mental health balancers. And after I gave birth, there was just so much commotion. My mom was dealing with her own addiction. My dad was doing his womanizing. My brother was doing, I think he was done married by 16, I think. A lot of things I wish I could have changed differently. I could have done differently if I'd have known. But back in that time frame, when we're talking late 80s, early 90s especially, there was a big push into allowing whatever kind of pain medication you needed, as long as you weren't in pain. That's what the doctor's goal was to be. And of course now we've changed that to just being able to maintain things, which I understand because of that big push. I have my own thoughts on why we all got pushed into that, why I don't know if life is planned, things are planned, or if they're just taken advantage of once they are in place. If that makes sense to you. If it don't, it's scary. But back to the MAT thing. I'm actually on my way to go now. I'm like on the lowest thing I could get, but with the back surgery, I'm not even going to make excuses. With the back surgery and the moving and coming off of prescribed benzos, I just thought that was my best option versus what other options there could be. So, but now I'm a year into it, and I've told the doctor already that I want to come off, and they're trying their usual to not get you to come off, because we know that they make their money from, allegedly make their money, from pushing that stuff. And I mean, that's the specific doctor they are, so that is what they want. And I've been told I can't get the shot, which is a lifesaver, and if you've never had it and you've been on MAT or anything, it really is amazing, and I would highly recommend at least try it. At least that's how I got completely off, with an L4, L5 ruptured disc, and 2 back surgeries, and I got through it without taking any Suboxone or any pain medicine because they wouldn't allow me to have any. It's another story though. But what's your guys' thoughts? Like, I know people that have been on MAT and then not even the Suboxone or the Sublocade, but like on the methadone and stuff for 15, 17 years. To me, that's, I know I'm not trying to be the pot calling the kettle black, but that's not the point of the MAT. The MAT is to stabilize you and then progressively get you off of it, not make it a lifestyle. And one that the pharmacy or the insurance companies really won't mess with because they know it's what it is. But it works for some, and that's your recovery path. More power to you. It's better, I guess, it's better than the alternative if you're getting the right mental health care, if you're getting the right physical care. I know a lot of people go to these clinics and stuff and think that their doctor is going to have their best interest in mind. Spoiler alert, they care about your addiction and where you're at with that and everything else. Unless they're your family doctor, and I was blessed with one of those in Ohio, they're not, that's not their, and they expect you to go to these places, and I wouldn't have went to get mental health help unless it was, or physical help, unless it was, pushed on me and suggested by my recovery coach when I was early in my recovery. So that's what I guess I hope the come out from getting my certification for peer recovery is to one, be out the MAT myself, but to be able to show and guide people up to where the recovery coaches used to be. Like, they could give you a ride somewhere, they could help you with getting on employment, they could help you get you to your mental health appointments, they could take you to places, to the park or to the museum, or that's the kind of recovery coach, that's the kind of life I want to see back, because I know it worked for a lot of people, and these one-on-one or Zoom meetings, it's not recovery in my book. It's just not. You need to be there in person participating. But that's all for now. I just wanted to kind of speak my piece and say we do recover. Mental health is a real thing, and we struggle with it. I struggle with it daily, and I know that a lot of people do. I know that there's so many people out there that are unaliving themselves, that are so young and so disappointed and see no future in this world that they decided to. And this comes from somebody that knows what that's like for those surviving people. So let's just be better. Let's do better. Let's stop the hate. Let's stop the nonsense, the violence, the threats, the dehumanizing people. It's one of our worst traits in the world right now, is the fact that everybody's dehumanized everybody else. There's so many, and I used to think this was BS, and you guys might think this is BS too, but I'm from the generation like Atari through now, and I slowly watched people, the more violent the games became, the more seductive the games became, the more music and little Easter egg things that they hid in those, the more I noticed that, the more that society is totally, and it's not one of the all the reasons, it's just one of the reasons why society is going downhill. Like, when you just shoot somebody and you respawn, and you think that doesn't mess with kids' heads, but it does. Because when my brother died, and this is in 2003, my son was 11, And even then, he thought that he was going to, he said, Mommy's not dead, he'll come back. Like, he really thought that he was going to respond. So I can imagine what children feel in their heads now. Especially with, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to break this video up. But especially with AI and not, like, I can officially say, and we can officially say, the people that are living today, January 2nd, 2026, that we are the last people that can actually say that we've seen things with our own eyes and it be actually real, and we know it. We can, but from now on, we all automatically, everything I say now is it, well, is it AI? Never would I thought in 1979 that I would be living in this world today. God bless you guys. I'll talk soon.